What's going on, peeps? When I was a young boy, I used to think WWE wrestlers would sing their own theme music. There's no way I wasn't alone with that assumption. You can't tell me that you can't see Triple H singing The Game. However, there were a few professional wrestlers who actually did, and were not only athletes, but musicians. With Night 2 of WrestleMania 40 airing tonight, I thought it'd be a great idea to look back on those WWE wrestlers who made music. I've been getting back into the sport lately as the product seems to be approaching Attitude Era quality. I was making WWE based content before I made these video essays, so this was quite the nostalgia trip for me. So let's get ready to rumble. He is by far one of the best and most iconic professional wrestlers of all time. If you grew up in the 2010s, you know who this man is, even if you can't see him. He's had a variety of gigs over his incredible career, which includes doing a little rapping. This gig started during a Halloween themed SmackDown in 2002, where Cena decided to dress up as notorious white rapper Vanilla Ice. This led to him performing a freestyle rap towards Stephanie McMahon. It might appear to be another goofy moment without context, but this segment pretty much saved John Cena's career. Without it, WWE would not be the same. Before this, Cena was close to being fired due to his lack of character and generic personality that didn't show ruthless aggression. Thankfully, Cena was spotted by Stephanie McMahon chilling in the back of their European tour bus with Rey Mysterio and Rikishi showing off his impressive freestyling abilities. Stephanie loved this hidden talent of his and decided to set up this segment. The creative team thought Cena had a voice for rapping and decided to make it his new gimmick. The next week on SmackDown, Cena was now a rapper deemed the Doctor of Thugonomics and started rapping before his matches, wearing hats, sports jerseys, and a chain in the ring. One of his signature phrases was "Word Life." He had some hilarious and savage bars for each of his opponents.
You need to hit them sit-ups too. You're not exactly the leanest. Forget seeing me, bro. You can't see your own penis.
The fans weren't safe either.
That freestyle was whack. I couldn't wait for it to end. I got no wife, but you got a boyfriend.
This gimmick made him an instant fan favorite, and soon he was being pushed up the match card, receiving a WWE Championship shot against Brock Lesnar the following year. He lost, but it showed Cena was about to become a massive star. For his entrance, he was walking out to his own song, Basic Thugonomics. Fast forward to 2005, and Cena was about to become WWE Champion. In order to develop his gimmick, WWE decided, why not just make an album? Along with his cousin, the Trademark, Cena recorded his first and only rap album, You Can't See Me. This album showcased his current and one of the most iconic wrestling themes of all time, The Time Is Now, and other singles like Bad Bad Man. He also appeared in music videos for singles like Right Now, that was featured on Raw. The album was a success on the pop charts, debuting at number 15 on the Billboard 200 with 153,000 units sold. Imagine your favorite rapper at the time getting outsold by John Cena. The gimmick was dropped shortly after, and he became the motivational positive Cena we know and love and hate. WWE's audience was becoming made up of children, so he decided to adapt his character towards something clean. After this, he completely focused on his family-friendly image, with a few brief times he brought back the character. And about a decade later, he collaborated with rapper Wiz Khalifa on two singles, All Day and Breaks, for the WWE 2K15 video game soundtrack. Another cool musical fact is that he learned the piano in 2018. This new talent was showcased during his current actor phase in 2022, where he performed a rendition of Motley Crue's Home Sweet Home for the Peacemaker soundtrack. He played the piece on screen as his Peacemaker character in a moving scene to conclude the episode Mourn After Reading. There's a reason he's one of the most iconic figures in professional wrestling. The dude can do about everything you can think of. Finally, the most electrifying figure in all sports entertainment has indeed shown off his musical talents from time to time. Just like Cena, his vast array of talents have made him one of the most recognizable people in sports entertainment. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson first showed off his singing talents during a few WWE tapings. There would be rare occasions where he would bust out a guitar and a microphone to perform original songs and parodies, where he would sing it to the tune of his current storyline. These would be famously known as The Rock concerts, where where he would musically assault the fans, his opponents, and random celebrities. You might catch him dissing the entire city of Sacramento.
The absolute best part about being here in Sacramento is in about an hour and a half, The Rock is gonna leave Sacramento.
The Cody Crybabies.
Whine about that, you crybaby bitches.
Or Vicky Guerrero.
And I said, no, biatch, you look horrible tonight.
These segments are undeniably hilarious. There was also a segment on Raw where The Rock and Stone Cold had a karaoke night. With that being said, these are not The Rock's greatest musical accomplishments. He made an appearance in Wyclef Jean's track It Doesn't Matter, based on his famous catchphrase. However, he's most known for his song You're Welcome, that was featured in the hit 2016 Disney animated movie Moana. He played Polynesian demigod Maui, with the track initially highlighting his numerous achievements as the revered hero of men in the South Pacific folklore. However, in context of the movie, it is eventually revealed that this portrayal serves as a distraction, concealing his true intention of using Moana's boat to flee from exile. For someone who isn't a natural singer, Dwayne absolutely killed this track. Outsiders were shocked that The Rock could sing that well. This led to it becoming the second most popular track from the movie, peaking at number 83 on the Billboard Hot 100 and being certified 6 times platinum. The fact that he might have a diamond record one day is crazy to think about. He still references his massive hit to this day. Just recently he pledged to harm Cody Rhodes and menacingly sang a snippet from the chorus.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Conveying this threatening tone towards Rhodes' mother. I'm so happy he's a heel again. Hollywood Rock's the best. But that's not it. Remember when The Rock hopped on a rap song with Tech 9? His verse gained widespread popularity on social media platform TikTok, appearing in more than 40,000 videos. The verse was so powerful and motivational that it made millions of men hit the gym. Why did this happen? In 2020, Tech 9 reached out to Dwayne Johnson on Instagram for a collaboration. Initially, Tech suggested Johnson provide some spoken words of motivation for the track's conclusion, but Johnson decided to pen his own lyrics instead. Johnson drew inspiration from a conversation he and Tech had about striving to be the hardest worker in the room, which, The Rock works hard. This led to him laying a smack-a-down on the track. He recorded his verse in one take with the assistance of his wife and a few swigs of tequila, of course. The Winnipeg native also has his own rock band. It makes sense that the man who continues to reinvent himself every other year has some sort of musical endeavor. The band is called Fozzy, and the group has been making music since 1999. They were originally called Fozzy Osbourne. Whoever came up with that name should be put on the list. The Ayatollah of rock and roll crossed paths with guitarist Rich Ward in San Antonio, Texas during a wrestling event, leading to Jericho being invited to join the band. He was hesitant, but Jericho eventually embraced his role as the frontman, adopting the persona of Mongoose McQueen soon after they embarked on tours, of Jericho refusing to acknowledge his real identity during interviews. Their satirical background included a fictional deal with a Japanese record company that collapsed, leaving them stranded for 2 decades while other bands allegedly recorded their demos. Makes complete sense. Their debut self-titled album was released in 2000, featuring cover songs from various bands like Twisted Sister and Judas Priest. This was followed by their second album, Happenstance, in 2002, which continued the trend of covers from bands such as Black Sabbath and Scorpions. Transitioning away from covers, their third album, All That Remains, was released in 2005. Then they continued to put up more records, Chasing the Grail, Sin and Bones, and then in 2014 they released Do You Want to Start a War, followed by Judas in 2017, which garnered significant acclaim and commercial success, becoming their first gold single. In 2019, Fozzy signed with Sony Music and began recording their 8th studio album titled 2020. Later renamed Boombox, released in May of 2022 following delays due to, the COVID-19 pandemic. Jericho used his Fozzy material for his AEW entrance theme. This is a bit off topic, but I had a backyard wrestling company called AEW in 2013, so Tony Khan, I need my money. I know you're a billionaire. How you doing? The final wrestler I'll be talking about today is Enzo Amore. He was a part of the popular tag team Enzo and Cass that were adored by fans in the mid-2010s, but after several incidents, including getting kicked off the tour bus and a sexual assault allegation, he was fired from the WWE. He also cheated on Liv Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan, how do you fumble that bad? Anyway, he decided to become a rapper, operating under the stage name Real One. Eric embarked on a rap career in 2018, debuting with his track Phoenix, released through World Star Hip Hop on May 28, 2018. The track name's probably a reference to the allegations that arose in Phoenix, Arizona. This was shocking to witness after previously watching him play this family-friendly gimmick on television. Now he's talking about his consensual penis. The song went viral, achieving 4 million views. It's pretty much a diss track on his accuser, as well as the media's portrayal of him, as well as a direct response to his swift termination from his contract by his former employers. Although he claims he was initially unaware of the accusations against him, I don't believe that. The initial segment of the video appears to directly address wrestling enthusiasts, particularly those who engage in extensive discussions on platforms like r/squared circle. Later on, the video features a woman with dyed hair and glasses, likely betraying his accuser. At the 2:11 mark, a man is depicted having a hand sign known as the DX sign, popularized by WB CEO Triple H. Enzo discussed the principle of being innocent until proven guilty. This was his own innocent. Everyone knew he wasn't coming back to the WWE after this. To be fair, the investigation was dropped due to a lack of evidence a week prior to this song, shortly after he followed up with another single titled Bury Me a G on June 7th. And since then, he's released more albums throughout the years, as well as wrestling for various indie promotions, but it's pretty soft in comparison to his heights in the WWE. It happens. Thank you for watching this video. Pretty different topic in comparison to my others, but I was just so hyped for WrestleMania that I thought, why not make a video about a wrestling topic? There's also other wrestlers like R-Truth, Hulk Hogan, and Mickey James who had brief musical careers. Let me know if I missed anyone else. It's just fascinating to see these wrestlers who I grew up with go on to have these cool side ventures. You never know how a wrestler's story will change. Speaking of stories, let's see if Cody Rhodes can finish his tonight. I'll see you all in the next one. Make sure to love all and peace.